guys, it's Andy with What the Hunt. Today we're doing my re-review of my Beretta A400 Extreme Plus that I purchased last year for duck season, and I'm going to talk about the reason why this gun failed me last year and broke in the middle of our paid Kansas hunt. So, first thing we're going to do, nothing's in it. It is unloaded for this scene. So, that's the first thing. Second thing, oh yeah, tech cams, if you own one of them, be careful because they will scar up your shotgun paint. The shotgun mounts are not my favorite. So, things I've done to this shotgun since I've bought it, I put a sling on it, and then I bought the Cremator long range, the non-ported Cremator long range extra full choke, or not extra full, just long range choke. So that's the things I've done since I've owned it. I was thinking about putting a different charging handle on it, but never got around to that because it's just cosmetic. So I really like the shotgun. I mean, it performed awesome for me. Did really, really well in the field. Only had the one malfunction during the season, and of course it had to happen on the Kansas hunt, which was a big bummer because that was a good day to hunt over some water. So really do, I love this gun. I like the rubberized grips. They're really good. Anytime you get a little bit wet, you still get good traction on the gun. You can bring it up and shoulder it. Awesome. Granted, we didn't hunt in the rain at all last year. We've had pretty dry fall last year, and it's looking like it might be worse this fall. So hopefully we can do some good duck and goose videos for you guys and gals, because I'm sure that there's some gals watching too. Big feature that they do with this gun, they have the kickoff system, which, if you can see, there's a spring in here so that your stock collapses when you shoot and takes off some of the recoil that you're going to get. So, and I know the first time that I talked about that on the review, somebody called me out and saying how the 3.5 inches that I compared them to, what was it, dove loads? So that was a little bit of an embellishment, but it does significantly reduce the recoil that you're going to feel on your shoulder, even with the 3.5 inch goose load. Granted, it's not like shooting dove or clay target loads, but it's still pretty comparable to a standard 3-inch shell. Features I did talk about the first time was the large safety that you've got. You can really find that easily with the big glove on, which if you wear gloves, I try not to myself. You have a big lock here, so when your bolt's in the back, you throw your shell in, find that pretty easily. On your bolt carrier, you got a big knob on it, so you can find that easy too. Obviously, all the thought that went into this gun was all about duck and waterfowl hunting of all sorts. They really spent a lot of time with this. The internals, they are all stainless steel, which is awesome because I did have an instance where I fell in the marsh one time and I got so tangled up I had to actually use my shotgun to get myself up and out of the bottom. So that was a rough day. But yeah, that was a good thing that they have the stainless steel internals, because stuff like that happens, it was golden. I mean, I just tore it apart and it didn't really look all that bad, just a little bit of mud down the bottom of the receiver. So that all cleaned out pretty simple. I don't have it with me today, but this gun does come with the carrying case. It comes with 5 chokes. It comes with all the tools or the tool to take it out your plug and everything. So you got a lot of that comes with this gun when you purchase it. Mine is in the Optifade marsh pattern, which is what I have on my Sitka also. Really love this gun. It has both your front and middle sight, which this season I utilize that. This is the first gun I've ever had that had the middle bead in there, so when you line your shots up, it just makes it more accurate for you to put the bead on the bird and have a more successful shooting average than what you typically would with just the front bead. Or at least for myself, it really helped out my shooting average. So 1/3 turn nut, this all comes off. So now we're going to talk about what happened in Kansas. So when we got to Kansas, we had our first hunt in a dry field. It was really dusty. This system, it's got gas operated. If I haven't said that yet, this is a gas operated system. So everything in here was caked with carbon and dust after our first day. In the afternoon, we went out for a pheasant hunt, and I noticed it was starting to function kind of funny. And I told myself, you know, I'm going to clean this as soon as we get back to the lodge, tear it down, give it a really good deep clean. We got back, we ate. There might have been a few drinks involved, and then I just forgot. The next morning, set in the blind, had the A-frames all ready to go, and then all of a sudden, here comes our first group. Grab my gun, put it up, safety off, shot, no follow-up. I'm thinking, okay, I just forgot to put more shells in. Look down, my slide is stuck at about the halfway point, feeding the second shell, and it would not function. We did all we could while we were sitting there, and it was just caked up with junk. Like I said, carbon, dirt, all that stuff. And being in Kansas, that was our first time hunting there. So it's a lot drier environment. There's a lot more sandy fields. So there's a lot more dust and dirt in the air than what there is here in Iowa. And that plagued heck with this shotgun. So moral of the story, keep your gun clean. I mean, you don't have to do it every time you hunt or every week. You know, a lot of it just has to do with how much you're out in the field, and then just clean your gun accordingly. What I would do as a good standpoint, make yourself a standard of, I'm going to go hunt this, tear it down, see how bad it is, decide then if you need to clean it or not. And if you're like me and sometimes you forget, I try to make a schedule that during hunting season at least, I'm going to tear my gun apart this night, this time, every week. I think I do it about Thursday or Friday, just because that's right before we get into hunting on our weekends. So that's the big thing. Keep them clean. They function awesome. They're really good, reliable gun if you keep them clean. But that's also, it's that way with any shotgun. They're going to function. They're a tool. They're not going to malfunction without human error. So work on keeping the gun clean, and it's going to function awesome for you. So that's my take on the Beretta shotgun after having a whole year to own it and shoot it and just play around and see how I feel. Really, I love it. And this one came with the 28-inch barrel. I'm thinking about buying the 30-inch barrel just for goose hunting, just to get that extra bit of reach and pattern. So, and now that I got this scars in this barrel, it probably wouldn't hurt. So that's my second take on the Beretta A400 Extreme Plus. Awesome gun. I would recommend anybody buy this. I wouldn't mind actually having a second one in a 20 gauge. So that's what I'm looking at right now, is getting a second one. So hope everybody enjoyed this review. Go and check out our Facebook, Instagram. Obviously like us, share us, all that. We're on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube, so you should already know that we're on YouTube. That's it. We're doing a giveaway still. We started it last fall. We need 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Currently we are up to 89. So that was last night, I checked it last. So unless there's been more added since then, we aren't to our quota, or not our quota, but our goal that we set for ourselves to have 100 subscribers. So we have a $50 Amazon gift card. Like the Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube. You're entered in to win that $50 gift card for Amazon. So from all of us at What the Hunt, don't have too much fun, bud.